Well, welcome back to Inside Greeley. And this month we're going to do what I'm going to coin Water Conservation Part 2. And we have back with us this month Ruth Quaid, who is the Water Conservation Administrator, or Queen, as we like to call her, here to tell us more about water conservation efforts as we ran out of time last month. So Ruth, great to have you here again.
Thanks, it's good to be back.
All right, so we're gonna kick things off right away with one of the topics we didn't get a chance to touch on last month, and that is metering. I hear we have a lot of new meters coming to Greeley.
We do. We're doing a complete meter replacement. It'll be over several years, and it's a really great project. The city was awarded a $1.5 million grant to do these meters, and that will be coming probably next month, July, maybe into August.
Okay.
And it'll be a phased approach, so neighborhood by neighborhood.
And what can we look forward to with the meters? I'm assuming that there's maybe some better accuracy or whatever that might help out the city and residents as well.
Absolutely. They're all digital, so there's no moving parts. So that means breaking down will not, wearing out, and moving parts wearing out and breaking down will not be happening. And it provides us near real-time meter readings. So people still get billed once a month, but we'll have a portal where they can go on and look at it and set alerts. If you're out of town and your water shouldn't be running, it'll send you an alert. You could say, hey, neighbor, go check on my house.
So if I have a leak, let's say, and all of a sudden I receive this alert and says, hey, why are you using so much water than you normally do? That might be a good signal to you to get, hey, I should maybe have the neighbor, like you said, go check and make sure that I don't have a disaster happening at my house.
Yeah, exactly. And even when you're home. So a lot of times you don't realize there's a leak, especially when it's outside and the leak is going down. So you'll get those leak alerts. That's going to happen. And you can set the parameters, and it'll tell you, right now, you get your bill a month later and maybe another 2 weeks before you open it. So you're going to be getting that information much quicker, and so it's not going to impact your bill if you react quicker.
Right, and better educate the public as to their water use and what's really happening real time. If folks want to get more information about these meters or how that's being distributed in that, is there a website where they can go to? Or?
Yeah, it's going to be on the Greeley website, and we'll have that ready to go by the time the meters are going in. We'll have FAQs. There'll be a map of what's going to happen this year, which ones are going in this year, which ones are going in next year. And
all right, great. So good information there about metering. The next thing I want to bring up, this one's a little touchy, maybe for some people, and that is don't flush it down. Toilets. I think people sometimes forget not everything should go down the toilets.
Exactly. It is not a waste can. So I like to say only put the 3 Ps down, and I think you can figure out what those are, but we've had trouble with people putting their disposable face masks and those little strings, that go around your ears. They catch on things in the sewer pipe. Flushable wipes, I know they say they're flushable. They are not. They will not break down. So just toilet paper should be going down.
Okay. So, gosh, I didn't even think about masks, but you're right. I mean, sadly, with the pandemic and everything, you see a lot of masks. And when my husband and I go out to walk, we see them around town, and we try to pick them up when we see them. But I never thought about people flushing them and the problems that can cause with their pipes.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, so keep that in mind. One other thing we mentioned right before we started taping today is a garden tour that's coming up in June.
Yep, it'll be June 26th. And we didn't do it last year, so we're really excited to be back. And the one thing I want to point out is we're going to have one of my 2008 Life After Lawn participants. So you'll be able to see their whole yard that they replaced their turf with Xeriscape.
Awesome, because I know that we mentioned about the Life After Lawn program in our previous month when we talked. And so it sounds like a really great program. I've actually met a couple of people since then who have expressed interest in being a part of that. So being able to go and just actively see it and enjoy the garden tour, that's a great way to do it.
Yeah, and it's a good way to be a little garden voyeur.
Yeah. Garden voyeur. Love that. All right, so last but not least, one of the things I want to make sure we mention is outdoor, indoor audits. We're still doing those?
We are,
okay.
And during the summer, focus on the outdoor because that's where 70% of our outdoor water use goes. And Kevin is scheduling those for August right now, so get on the list. Get on the list now so you don't run out of time.
And again, heading on over to that website, thegreeley.gov.com/audits. Okay, so anything else you want to make sure that we touch on?
I just want to remind you that, yes, we had a nice wet spring. It was very awesome. But we do want to still be careful because we don't know what the fires are going to wreak on our watershed. So we want to still be cautious. Don't waste water. Check for leaks, that kind of thing.
Okay, good advice for everyone out there. Ruth, thanks for coming back and finishing things up this month.
Thank you.
All right, so for more information, make sure that you head on over to greeleygov.com/WC, water conservation, and get information about all of these things we touched on today. Again, we're going to have making sure that you visit that garden tour on June 26th, and make sure we're not flushing things down those toilets. No way. So again, greeleygov.com/WC.